late, chat. I'm so sorry. But I'm here. I mean, it is Wednesday. We had the oopsie on Monday, but I cracked the code. So we're working there. But yeah, I gotta say it, man. I mean, I do love returning for these. I do love that I am forced to do Entrati bounties. So I could do the level, I could do the one that gives me 6,000, or I just am forced to do whatever mission shows up. We've got a couple more things to click, and then we'll be all set. So I gotta say, as always, welcome in, everybody. Obviously, you can stare at the build, have a good time with it. It's Styanax with Coda Bassocyst. The basic idea is like, yeah, my Styanax build is just Overguard. It's just the 4. And then I guess you can still use Thero Strike. I guess you're not suffering in that regard. So, yeah, I guess that's, I mean, that's all you really need to say. I hate to say it, like having an Overguard ability like this is just kind of a built-in, like you're just building around it. I feel like I'm using the same words over and over, but yeah, there was one thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to see comment. Oh no. So I was looking to see about some other stuff, but I'm gonna leave it for now. I think we should be set up. So I gotta say it, we gotta be kind of spamming this. Oh, you're right. Oh, I know why this is happening. Sorry, chat. I think this is the wrong. Yeah, this is set to default. You're right, chat. I'm realizing that now. That's my boy. I'll just say that. Yeah, sorry. I guess it did not work. I did not look close enough when I rebooted this. Like the camera's working. I'm so sorry, chat. I was yapping like crazy. I've been helping out, you know, my boy, Asian Dan's. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place, but yeah, I was talking to Asian Dan's about just putting together the Nadarok build. I realized he didn't have crit chance mod on the Nadarok. I was like, just put fire in there, have crit chance, have crit damage, have split chamber, and that's kind of it. But I think we should be working now, so huge apologies. I assume I'm still working on OBS. Yeah. I bet if I click this, yep, line 1, yeah, OBS never fails. Unfortunately, Streamlabs not so lucky, so apologies for, what is it, 1 minute late and 2 minutes of failed yapping. So I guess we're good to go. We can actually like return to the gameplay, but I gotta say it, man. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I need to pull one thing over, but yeah, I'll get right into it. I'll just open the Styanax build. You can see I have nothing. I just have the standard Tau Forge yellow. That's it. And yeah, I just gotta say it, man. This is, I don't know. Like, I should mention, obviously, Boreal's Hatred. Your total shield capacity does actually affect your crit chance buff, which is from your passive. Which is why I'm obviously using Arcane Avenger. You know, if you can get double crit, you will use double crit. It's in your nature, chat. It's in your fucking nature. But yeah, it's mostly just, I mean, we can just say that the Coda Bassocyst is gonna spam like crazy. But yeah, the idea is I am also just maximizing as much power strength as I can. I'm using almost a max rank Blind Rage. I thought about maxing it out. It would still give me 90%. It would give me 99%, so I would get, you know, 10% more, you know, 9% more ability strength. But yeah, I mean, it's weird because like the more power strength you have, the more energy you regen as well. So it's like kind of an interesting trade-off. But I have realized that I mostly just sit here and spam the 4, and it's just about like the amount of Overguard that you can build, and that's kind of it. So I was using Breach Surge purely just because it's like something that I can spam constantly, and at least it's a blind and it'll proc radiation and it'll, you know, proc the sparks. But I was like, I'm still trying to come up with something. I was thinking about using like Open Eyes, but obviously I got rid of Axios Javelin. I was like, you know, here's the thing that I was wondering though. I was like, if an enemy has Overguard, this is me having played the game for a long time and not paying attention really well, but if this Breach Surge is hitting an enemy that's affected by a Corrupted Ancient, like, are they even gonna get a Breach Spark? Like, are they even gonna start shooting out sparks? So it's like I guess I gotta call that out in the build. Like, I'm still trying to come up with something where I'm just like, I just want my Overguard to last longer. I want to be able to like do the Overguard thing and then maybe chill. Like, I just don't want to be spamming 4 for the entire game. Like, if I can help it, if I can make better use of the, I know like in the higher level you're just getting clapped like crazy, but just having Overguard, that's it. What is the build? Having Overguard. I hate to say it. There's a lot of where it's like you kind of, once you do it, you're like, I get it, man. I really do. I get where it comes from. I have to send this out now. This is working. Now that the audio is actually working, but whew. I mean, I don't like. It's just such a basic, like, your duration will give you more javelins. So I'm just using Prime Con. It's just so fucking max power strength, and I am using Streamline because I was like, I don't. You know what I mean, man, chat? Like, 90% ability efficiency is still pretty good. I was like, okay, I can actually probably manage that. Any recommendation for Skana Incarnin? I just got it. So, Skana Incarnin is a, well, it's a straight sword. So it's just a weapon that I would just put melee influence on, and I would swing it around because there's a couple combos that have built-in slash proc, so you can get a little bit of extra DPS in the actual swinging of the weapon. Have you heard the good news? No more live action Disney films? Oh my god, that's crazy. How many hours you got of Warframe? So in Steam, I have like 9,500, and then in game, it's like 3,700 or something right now. So that's like in mission time. So, yeah, dude, like with a lot of Overguard abilities, it's like, it's really about how easy it is to use. You know what I mean? Like, what do you got to say except for, like, you know, Kullervo? You got to talk about Kullervo in terms of like one of the most brainless. It takes 0 effort to get max Overguard. Meanwhile, Styanax jumps in the air, throws 47 fucking spears. He's like, rah, the whole time. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, come on, get on with it. I have to do it again to get more over. I have to do it again. Like, God. So that's where this build kind of arises, so that I can actually spam. Yes, that's right. The Coda Bassocyst. I've talked about this before. This is like I guess I would describe it as like a status damage build. It's the idea that, like, okay, if you have innate blast damage, you might as well like be able to maximize that with like an extra status effect. You could double dip and go deeper into the blast damage, but I was like, come on, man. I really felt it immediately. And then I am using Primary Crux because of that. I have a video going up about this just because it is, you know, there's a lot of enemies where it's just free DPS. I don't know if that's how you can describe it, but there's certain enemies where like the blast will work differently. But like, shout out Timster for following on TikTok. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's just it's weird. Like, you have, you know, the damage stuff is like buffing your blast damage, but it is diminishing returns, and then you do also have Blaze, which is more damage but also heat damage, so kind of skewing it. But dude, I just think like dumping this down a hallway, like, I really am like, whatever setup you have, I feel like you can't go wrong. I mean, obviously people will be like, what the fuck is that build? But I'm like, yeah, I like a little bit of status damage. I've always enjoyed just like the, you know, whether it's maybe it's more the idea, like, just the conversation of like, what statuses are you putting on your weapon? Are you bothering putting statuses on it? You know, with a valence, this is a 31% valence. I said 30%, but it's 31%. Kind of sucks, man. Like, but that's the whole point, is like, it skews it perfectly. 37 and 33. That's it. So you have pretty even stat spread. So it's like, against like a Necromech, which has a status limit of 4, the blast is going to make up for the damage that's lost from the fire, because the blast will like tick on itself quicker and like clear itself every 4 procs. So It's weird how like different enemies interact with status damage in different ways. Like a Thrax is like mostly a joke with a little bit of extra status damage boosting, like some kind of damaging status effect. I'm like, if you can time it right, there's certain situations, like the reason that I'm using heat on this build is because this bullet does a zillion fucking damage. This bullet does so much damage. Can you show a Nadaruk build? Yeah. I've been struggling to make a build. Yeah, Nadaruk is the same. Nadaruk is the same setup. It's a status damage build where I am using Hunter munitions as well. I don't have Hunter munitions in the Bassocyst, but I've thought about it. But yeah, it's just oh yeah, so it is Hellfire and Thermite rounds and Hunter munitions, and that's it. So it's a lot of status damage. It's the same setup. It's a bullet that does a zillion damage. So now you have a status tick. Well, you have a chance for 2 status ticks, right? So Galvanized Chamber. So you're starting at 1.8 multi-shot, and Galvanized Chamber is going to add 1.5 on top of that. So you're going to get pretty decent margins, and pretty high. Shout out Folkloric, welcome in. I saw that in the Discord as well. It was good to see ya. Welcome back. But yeah, this is just I was sending this build to Bayesian. I was sending this build to the guy that you know the Discord has collectively been helping burn through the game. I'm like, hey, your Nadaruk build didn't have a crit chance mod. Sorry to out you like this. Put Elementalist on it. Yeah. What do I have in the other slot? Yeah, I think that would maximize it. I think you could replace oh, that's not a bad. Here, let's see. Let's see what the stats look like. Charge shot, perfect shot, 50% status. Honestly, still a pretty good ratio. There you go. So that's what I mean is like you could skew the damage and like proc more fire procs, but then you would miss out on Elementalist and stuff like that. So that's the gamer tape. Unless someone gave it to him or he bought it, he would have galvanized mods. What, getting Nadaruk? What do you mean? No, he has not. You get Nadaruk from the new. Wait, are you talking about getting Nadaruk? Oh, I'm confused. But you can just replace this with split chamber. But yeah, there you go. That's I don't know if you could. How easy is it to get rifle elementalist? Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So no, this isn't the build that I showed him. I just literally was like, here's the basic mods that you need, and rank up the mods that you don't have ranked up, and that was kind of it. So it wasn't the craziest thing in the world. Like, that's what I mean. But yeah, I do appreciate the elementalist take, because you know you can leave the stats as they are. You're still proccing enough. Did I have Crux in there? I did have Crux in there. So yeah, your total status numbers are kind of useless. Like, it doesn't matter the number of heat procs. You'll get enough heat procs. You know what I mean? You don't need to skew it, right? See, that's folkloric. He's putting a little lesson in your brain. Just a simple little choice. Just like, you've got Crux in there. You're not worried about the number of heat procs, Chad. Maybe someone who doesn't have the maxed out build, maybe they're worried about the number of heat procs, but yeah, it's just purely above that. Just a bullet that already does a zillion fucking damage and can take advantage of. I don't even have. Oh my god! I just realized I don't even have gun condition overload in there. I was thinking about slapping it because I'm pretty sure on like projectile weapons. I don't know. It's like there's like a page on the wiki about it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! It's got like a couple different entries about it. So anyway, I need to swap back to Bassocyst. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly just like you. I always thought like it was a pretty OP weapon, just like with whatever. Like, it has infinite body punch through. Like, obviously it means you have to like line up shots a little bit, but yeah, that's what I was kind of feeling. Anyway, Vesper 77. There you go. So there's another interesting example. This is purely just leaded gas, and then I'm just trying to like dip into the gas damage as much as possible. I'm using secondary merciless for reload speed and also pistol elementalist while buffing gas damage also gives me a little bit quicker reload speed, so I could give a fuck about the fire rate. I just want quicker uptime. That's it. I hate how long the reload. It's like 1.8 seconds. What is it? 2.3 seconds. God. Oh my god. Kill me now. Just makes me think of my Nell Riven. God, I have to like show off the Nell, and it's like, whew. Oh damn. Wait. I've always been using all 3 galvanized mods. Yeah. He's showing other, but yeah. For that bow, no, you should use what do you think is the best bow? I mainly use Brahma and now starting to use Nadaruk. Fuck, man. I think it has to be like, you know, I don't know if I can say it's like Paris Incarnon. I've like some of the Incarnons are just so easy to use, but what do I say about Vesper 77? What do I actually talk about? You know what I mean? It's a little bit too simplistic. It has a certain elegance. You know, I try to actually land headshots on the headshot gun, the gun that's like, hey, you should land head. I'm like, I guess I have to, man. I was thinking about swapping to Deadhead, but like I said, I need to reduce that reload speed. That's all I care about. So I am using Cannonade to have punch through as well. That's the main thing. 1.5 meter punch through. So, you know, I think I got rid of the other damage mod. I think I got rid of Hornet Strike for that. So yeah, look at that, chat. Aren't you excited about a swinging influence weapon? Yeah, it's a scythe. So if you use Reaping Spiral, obviously you can just stand still and then slam heavy attacks over and over again. So pretty basic, pretty simple. I am using double base attack speed mods, so you know it's mostly just to like always have it active. It's like final damage equals base damage. Some projectile weapons have multiplicative. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's like a just, I don't know if it's all projectile based weapons that have like projectile speed and shit like that have this effect, but from what I read, it's like that's what it seemed. Yeah, so it's like gun CO is like calculated separately. Assassin. Shout out Lesabella for following on Twitch. And now here's the thing. Now I just wait and see if I get a double alert. But I think I fixed it. So yeah, it's a swinging influence weapon. This is 37% electricity. So I'm literally like clawing and scraping to proc melee influence. I'm like, please God. It does have built-in corrosive damage, so I have to pump the electricity. I have to get it higher. Like, there's just too many status being procced. I got too many status. God, sorry. Oh, anyway, pretty basic setup. It does launch the corrosive wave. Very cool, but yeah, I was somebody sent me a message on. They were talking about Archiplasmor, but I was like, oh, it's like all of these weapons. I was like, oh my God. And it like, yeah, it multiply. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I saw. Whew. Yeah, it's a little bit criminal. Oh, I think I need to scroll this. Toastbusters, welcome in. A Boar and Karnan build? Absolutely. Oh, a classic. An instant classic for me. Like when they drop the Boar and Karnan, I'm sleep, dude. I'm like, give me more. I'm like, fuck. Anyway, let's drop it. On reload from empty, pretty goated. Base damage, easy to proc. I don't care about punch through. Increase accuracy. Important to charge the Incarnate, to actually land enough pellets on a headshot to make it usable. And then, of course, just dipping hard into the damage. That's it. It's a beam weapon. So you're spamming that shit like crazy. I guess I should show what else you have access to. I think you have good ones, yeah. Increase base status by 96 for... Oh, Incarnate form, damn. That's a pretty crazy number, but I am just maxing out on damage, and you're going to see why. It's a chain beam. Oh, what is this? This is a cold mod. Yeah, there you go. There's the build without it. 120% crit chance. This is Blast and Toxin and Primary Blight. And Vigilante Supplies. I should make it max, but this is just because I need it. Hey, hope you're doing well. Yeah, welcome in. Plus 96 base. Yeah, I think we're chilling. Dude, what do I say about like blast and primary blight? I mean, it's a beam weapon, so multi-shot on a beam weapon is like a damage multiplier, so it does buff the AoE of the blast proc. And you know, it's also crit damage, and you know, the toxin really isn't doing much, but yeah, we're just like crazy spamming shit. So dude, stats, what are the stats, dude? What are the stats? Come on, what do they matter? Cold, crit chance, plus recoil. Oh, is that why I'm suffering? Do I have, is recoil, I think recoil does count as spread. Would you characterize that as accurate? I don't know, but maybe I re-roll this at some point, but that's an old school Riven. That Riven's as old as I am. I got crit chance as multi. Yeah, that's goated. Yeah, that's top tier. But the accuracy is important so that the pellets are closer together, because it's a shotgun, and charging a shotgun in Karnan is annoying as fuck. So, chat, I think we have a success. I don't think I'm getting double alerts anymore. So I'm now an actually functioning streamer, I guess. You can call it that. But yeah, I love maxed out stats, dude. But I don't think they're necessary. I think the base stats are always there. I don't know if you say they're always there for a reason, but... Oh, Mars getting all philosophical again. Anyway, I've talked about the build. I've yapped a little bit. 722. Good to have everybody here. Sorry, I was playing like a fool at the start. I was having some technical difficulties with my stream earlier today. So if you did catch that, I don't know what happened to my laptop. Also, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm actually in focus. I'm looking at the camera right now. We're gonna finish that, and we're gonna play Warframe. Holy shit, playing Warframe 23 minutes into the stream. That's a new record. Holy shit. But I love the yap. But that's what I'm here for. Like, there's the yapping sections where we just sit around and I'll show off the builds and stuff, and I can show off other stuff. Sounds like an insane DOT status weapon. The slash or electric or heat or toxin. Yeah. Probably one of the elementals and not slash because they scale different, but yeah. No, I've realized that like the electricity goes pretty hard. So I think it's time to spam. I have to tell you what we're actually playing, which is, of course, I think what we're gonna do. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I was thinking about just doing all the Demos bounties, all the Entrati bounties. All that shit's gonna take forever. Les Sabella says, "How's your streaming going?" It's chill. Oh, it's a breeze. I gotta say it, man.
We've had a few.
But yeah, I can just make sure to do this. Come in here, grab your Voca. Oh, I have to go grab the Void Plume Pinions as well. I have to get some free Kuva every week. I just buy them every once in a while. So,
Come. We have much to
the void.
accomplish. Yes,
And that's
good,
it. We
good.
just get lucky, right? We got lucky. It's a survival. Yeah, that's actually pretty lucky. A survival where you do scathing with whispers. Yeah. Wait, I want. Yep. Let's get in.
Well,
That's the thing.
I
It's
mean,
open.
if you-
These squads are open, chat. When I'm doing dailies and shit like this, I'm in for it. Can I snag you? Do I have to remember your username? Holy shit. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait for you, but yeah, we can do a little bit of yapping. I'm loading in. I'm stimming. Oh, but it's gaming time. I think you gotta say that. Are you bored of this game yet? Ah, chat, you hate to see it. It happens. You hate to see it, man. And the answer is no. And longtime viewers will understand why. And it's written in the title. So we got one of those in the chat. Don't we boys? We got one of those. What can I say, man? I love Warframe. I can't stop playing it, right, guys? They pay me $0 to say this. Actually, I buy shit from them so that I can say this. Not gonna lie, I started playing the game like 2 weeks ago. I can't stop playing. Yup. Big breezy. That's the thing. In terms of games that you just log in every once in a while, maybe you're not logging in, you know, maybe you're not logging in every single day. Maybe you're logging in most of the week. Maybe you're logging in for half of the days in a week, you know, like 3 or 4, maybe 5 days out of the week. You know what I mean? Like, you log in for a decent amount, whatever time you got. If you just show up, do what you can, break it up. Chat, there's a meme. I'll say the meme, but we should play Warframe. You know, like when you need to farm all the standing and get to max rank, there's only one way to do it. There's only one way to do it. You do it one day at a time. You do it one daily standing cap at a time, whether it's Fortuna or Demos or Entrati. They will limit you, and so it's like limit yourself and learn to limit yourself and take your time. Enjoy it. Savor it. It'll get better. You'll get your build all fixed up and you'll be like, what? And then we're gonna play Warframe. So yeah, we gotta get into it, man. I'm trying to pet nuke with my hound using Manifold Bond and Contagious Bond. Can I use Gamma Core? That's a pretty good choice. Gamma Core and Carnan isn't terrible. I use Gamma Core and Carnan just to get a big fat fucking a big fat fucking blast proc.
Each enemy is more powerful than
you group it up, but I'm a Gamma Core spammer. I say it, Gamma Core, Spamma Core. Sorry. Sorry. God, I can't help it. Can't I? Oh shit, I don't have any overguard. Oh god.
That thing's wrong. Capital W wrong.
I need to spam some overguard. Here, let me get my buffs going. Oh, he's losing it at the fucking 1 second mark once again. Oh my god. But just, I guess just all you gotta do, sit back, relax a little. When it's actually gameplay time, then I move a little bit. Like the next time I do a build, it'll be way quicker. And I'll do the builds quicker as well if you guys are curious to see any builds. So when we're between gameplay, I'm not gonna change this build, so we're gonna be playing this build from, yeah, we'll say like 7:27 to yeah, I guess 8 o'clock. I guess that would make sense. Yeah, we play it to 8 o'clock, so it should be like 3, maybe 4 rounds, but I gotta get moving, chat. We gotta start farming these kills. I still have overguard. Wow, isn't that crazy? I haven't got shot once. I wonder why. That was the funny. I swear, I was dying, man. Nobody's shooting you. I was like cackling. I was like, wow, I'm playing that good that I'm just wiping them before they can, like, even land us. They can even shoot a single shot. That's kind of what's happening. I'm like, you know, I gotta say it, man. Just down a hallway. Oh, you hate to see it. Having to reload. That's the cringe part. I mean, obviously, like, Shotgun Elementalist does make your, whatchamacallit? It does make your mag size bigger. And so, like, on Crux, that is actually kind of goated. I have no overguard on. I'm failing to do the Styanax gameplay. I'm failing to play Styanax is what I really should say. So. Wait, I've got a shit ton of overguard. Can I just nuke the book? Hashtag. Fuck. Hashtag nuke the book. Oh god. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Oh god. It should be easy. Wait, I want to test this. I think I can straight up just fucking javelin him in the face.
Let it out.
Oh, you let it out, you stupid. Oh, chat. 22,000 overguard, so. Oh, he teleported. He teleported right to folkloric. Oh my god. Oh. I'm dead. I just sick this. He just he instantly teleported. He's like, fuck you, dude. I want your friend. Wait, how much overguard is that? Oh, 500,000. Okay. Okay. Thought that was. Well, is that right? Yeah, that's 500,000. I thought that was 5 million overguard. Oh my god. Easy clap, dude. Look at this dude. He's feeling like a goober. Okay, let's see who's faster. Oh, into a wall.
The smell of
I hit a wall for the first time. Woof. Come on. Yes. Oh, is Torment spawning right now? Don't worry, I got it. Oh, nice. Torment spawns on me. Oh, God.
Yes, that, there. Look, that's its real body.
Okay, just chill.
You woke up a bad thing.
Okay, safe.
What?
We're good.
And you killed it.
Where's Torment?
So,
Oh, I need to collect that.
I guess you did.
Give me 1 second. I just let me compose myself a little bit. All right, come on, man. Oh, the unfortunate. Okay, there you go. Easy clap. And a little bit of steel essence. Oh, we're at 4 minutes. We haven't even completed the... Damn, quick as ever. Woo, I like this. See what I mean? This is how you want to play. Just kind of relaxed, you know, fucking bullets down a hallway as always. Classic Warframe gameplay. You've seen it a million times. Alright, you just, oh, I gotta run some Intrati bounties? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I gotta run an Archimedia? Honestly, Temporal Archimedia is getting closer to that, but Temporal Archimedia loves to kill you. Temporal Archimedia is fucking sadistic. They'll give you a Toxin proc. Yeah, those Toxin procs. I'm looking more and more at, like, Arcane Resistance. Like, getting rid of Arcane Aegis and replacing it with Resistance, but... I'm still thinking, man. You know what I mean? It's a little bit dangerous, but yeah. Spam core, yeah. I'm MR29. I don't know what to do.
Work goes on.
No, I feel that. I feel that. What do you think about the minion frames like Necros or Caliban? I think they're pretty goated as well. I like Caliban just because he's insane, but yeah, I think, well, and Necros is like a farming frame as well, so.
I was thinking.
I realize that sometimes
maybe
I'm
we can be devolved.
a little bit sucky at actually, you know, like doing the whole minion. The minions are there to give me damage resistance, and that's kind of it. So let's keep spamming it. Spent like 3 hours doing the normal one before a team finally cleared it. Oh my god, those Legocytes have so much health. Yeah. No, that's what I mean. I still need to run the elite. Yeah. No, like that. The Legocyte is like a damage check where you're like, oh fuck you, dude. Like you load in with a full squad, you're like, you don't have a maxed out build. Maybe it's pretty good, but it's not like the fully giga brain setup that you want. You know, you can probably get a super powerful setup going. Yeah, I end up with a bunch of super strong Incarnins and a whole bunch of other shit, but even still, man, those Legocytes, and they can use Nidus's Link ability. They can use Ureli's Aqua Blade. So like if you don't have... The way that I kept dying is I didn't have Prime Sure-Footed. So the Aqua Blade would stagger me for like insanely long time. And then maybe I'll get staggered again. And then in that time I got a slash proc that dealt like my entire HP bar like 5 times over in a single tick. And I was like, oh yeah, your boy's cooked. If I can't immediately swap to Operator and just out heal it, a little bit dangerous. I guess if I can heal 25% HP per second, then I guess it's not killing me. It's not dealing my entire HP bar instantly. Because like sometimes I am able to just like quickly swap to Operator and just out heal enough of it, and then that's how you survive. So, whew. What's endgame Warframe for you? easily Archimedia, easily Omnias. I want to see them add more Omnias that are like really criminal. I could definitely do like an Entrati disruption. Yeah, but it's like one mission. I'm like, what else are you gonna add here, Chad? I'm definitely curious. I don't think I would want like a fucking Void Armageddon. I feel like that would make me cry. So leave the Zeriman as it is. Just leave those 2 Zeriman missions. They can do no wrong. Okay, let's cast fucking Overguard for the first time in the mission, 1 minute in. Jeez. And then also cast our 3 for the first time. Alright, let's so it looks like, yeah, these, I mean, I assume they still get the Breach Sparks, so I don't know if the radiation damage still does all that shit, but you know, maybe you're rocking and rolling, but still spamming it. I will say, like, the Deep Archimedia is very easy now. Like, considering, like, compared to the Temporal Archimedia, Deep Archimedia is like way easier. So simple. Omnia Disruption, please. Oh, Nightbot. I think Nightbot just warns you and then deletes the comment. I can still see the comment. Sometimes it deletes it fast enough, but sometimes it doesn't. But generally it'll just warn you forever if you spam caps. So I don't think you'll ever like get banned over. I think you have to say actually like bannable things for you to get banned. So yeah, Lua. It's so funny. I have to go in and reset Nightbot. I'm like, oh, I should do that, and then I don't. And then Lua's like, fuck you, Nightbot, just cursing. It's like, Nightbot's like, you can't say that. Stop it. I was just like, oh, I guess I never turned on Nightbot. And then Nightbot's turned on and everybody's like, God damn it. Omni Disruption, please. Yeah. I definitely think like the Necromech Disruption is like an insane, it's such an insane, like, not like Necromechs are generally still pretty easy to kill. Like if we ever do spawn a Necromech, like they're still kind of a joke for like most levels. You know, you could go up to like a level 1000 and probably still be fine. So as if it's a normal, like if it's an Eximus, if it's a Necromech Eximus, then you might have some trouble with it. So I don't know, man. I don't know if they get more HP when you have a bigger squad as well, but yeah, I've been in a couple Deep Archimedia where there's just like a Necromech Eximus that there's 4 people standing in front of it or standing behind it, dumping as much DPS as they possibly can into it, dumping all their ammo, and then it's like 10 seconds later, 15 seconds later, okay, it's dead. Okay, cool. Now you compare that to Mirror Defense, where the secret hack, don't tell too many people, but I finally got my Mohawk after a year and a half growing my hair out. That's fucking sick. Dr. Appleberries, welcome in. That's whew. No, I had kind of a, I don't know if you can call it a faux hawk, but it was just like I had like a really bad haircut for a while. I think there's some content where I have it and people are like roasting me for it, so I'm glad to just embrace the fucking millennial coded Gen Z dude, just like receding hairline at 25. Oh my god. Not casting abilities as well at 25. Oh, I gotta find my boy, it seems. Hashtag find my boy. Are you gonna spam the Whisper? I was thinking about taking a ride with the Whisper, but yeah, I'm fully just gonna let this Necromech spawn and we're gonna DPS this fuck. Alright, real quick. Come on. Where's this Necromech? Okay, easy clap. Oh, wrong time to reload, Chad. Easy clap. Nice. There's a snag. There's a fucking snag right there. Woo. Crispy as hell. Easy clap. Woo. Let's cast some abilities. I think it's high time we actually casted some abilities. So, Chad, I have been thinking about putting on like adaptation or something to, I don't know, man. You'll see. I'm pretty effectively gaining most of my overguard back just from one cast, so That's kind of all I need, is what it seems. But oh, we gotta kill that guy. Yeah, we gotta kill this fucker. Speaking of something that needs to be DPS, that's it. Like some clone troopers from Star Wars, the Clone Wars. Yeah, yeah.
How can you even go near that glow? You're made of stronger
That's
stuff
sick.
than me.
No, I appreciate it. That's all I can say. I appreciate it. That's a funny image. 1.4 thousand likes. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you guys on TikTok. I have to look at that more often. I read the TikTok chat, but sometimes I miss it. Bayesian Dan says, "Whoa, welcome in." Oh, did my companion die? No, my companion's chilling. Why am I so slow? Well, that's some decent DPS. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, and he's down. And the book is over here, and you're moving at full speed.
The smell
Look at this.
of it. Understand?
Too quick. I know how to do it, man. Maxed it out. Not too much, but still enough. Definitely still enough. So much damage. So much is going on right now. Yeah, and it... So much is going on right now, and Amar is like actively failing to cast all his abilities. Actively failing very hard in many regards to just like use the core kit of Styanax. Like, this is probably the worst Styanax gameplay you've ever seen. I mean, but it's in Trotty Bounties, so you know. Level 200. Level 200 Steel Path. What is that? Oh, goodness. What is that? You don't even know. It's not an Archimedia, so I'm not worried. I don't have enough product in the back of my mohawk, so I look like Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy from Volume 2. Hey, that's the look, man. That's what I gotta say. A look is a vibe. Like, I think I think I kind of had to embrace that, just like my outward vibe that I just like present to the world based on how I look. I kind of have to be as corny and weird as I can. It's just like I have to be as disarming as I can, just because like you're like, God, this dude. That's why I wear glasses too. I mean, you can see it, but sorry, I'm laughing too hard apparently, and my eyes are watering. So, oh, we get another spawn. Shit, that's sick. Okay, let's cast some abilities, chat. Let's play the game. Okay, all right. Torment or angst again. Okay, so just a chill sash, real chill sash. Oh my goodness. Also, just excuse me, just topping him for a zillion, bro. Oh my god. Woo. Oh, into the void. Oh. Okay, we're safe. We survived.
What you have learned here
745.
will serve you well.
We're actually surviving, Chad. I want you to know. We may be better off than you might think. So, I think for now we're good to go. What do we got time-wise? Yeah, 15 minutes left. Look at this. We definitely have time to finish every single bounty. Oh my god. Shout out Folkloric, as always. You gotta do it. Chat, I want to hear it. Like, I mean, pulling up would. I am reminded of maybe Archimedias of past, of yonder, of yore. You can revisit those in my stream archive that exists on my channel.
The art of combat must
But I'm ready for it, dude. I'm ready to.
truly master
I'm
the
ready to chill
canvas
out a
of
little bit.
war.
Oh, Saren, look at this. See, this is what you do. This is what I want to see. I'm seeing lots of swappage. Miter, Epitaph. Oh my god. Oh, and then there's the classic companion. What do we know? Okay, chill. Oh goodness. Ooh, I have enough for the 3. Chill out here. Do this. Okay. Nice. Okay. And then that's it, chat. That's all she wrote. Am I right, chat? You're loaded in. I mean, aren't we always farming in trotty bounties? Aren't we always? I feel like I'm always curious to know, like, how many melee arcane adapters did you need? How many melee arcane adapters do you need? Because it is fully just a standing farm. Like, the most straightforward thing I ever did for like months and months and months of my life was just show up when the standing would reset at some point throughout that period and play 4 missions, and then you're done for the day. And sometimes that's all I would play, and there's other things that I have to snag, and there's other like daily stuff that I'm looking at. But you know, I'm looking at doing whatchamacallit? What am I doing? What am I doing, chat? I was looking at doing some 1999 bounties as always, just because like you definitely need elemental vices, but at a certain point I don't really need them anymore. I just need what am I trying to say? I just need oh god. I need 60s. That's it. That's all I'm looking at right now. I think all of my elements are set. I've got a few extra elemental vices. I still farm elemental vices, but yeah, I have a list now of like Kuva and Tenet weapons that I might as well get to 60%, just because like I already have enough live heart cells to not have to worry about, you know, I have enough live heart cells to get a 60% for all of the Coda weapons, and I'm still going to be farming Coda, so I still don't have all the ephemera, which just makes me cry. That's all I need, man. Okay, here you go. Tapping him for a zillion. There you go. Prison. That's what you want to see for a Bone Widow. Yeah, fucking Bone Widow. Just being the little sister, I guess. Iron Bright, yeah, Widow and Bright, yeah, I guess you would say the little sister of the Necromex. Just getting obliterated instantly. Kind of a joke, if I'm being real. Alright. Yeah, you're seeing it. I'm not losing any overguard, so I guess we're playing properly now. Just a little bit better, but yeah, I should be spamming my abilities just a little bit more if I have access to all this energy. Like, I'm glad I went with the max rank blind rage, because yeah, I have infinite energy. This is a joke. I can get how much? 12 energy per second. That's fucking nuts. Yeah, I should I could honestly just spam the 4 forever, but I just really don't want to do that. I just don't want to be forced to just do nothing but spam overguard for 25 fucking minutes. You know what I mean, man? Like, oh my god, it's like Frost with like biting Frost and stuff, and the Icy Avalanche augment. Those NPCs fear you. Those NPCs don't fear me. They're just like, well, you could say they fear me, but it's more than that. It's just like, you know, sometimes I'm the mosquito. You know what I mean, chat? Amar gets philosophical on you again. You're too quick for them. They just will never be able to process. Some of them will keep up pretty well, but the better you get, the better you get. So that's it. You know, you'll learn in time. You'll learn everything in time. When there will come a time when Archimedia is not such an intimidating thing. You know what I mean? Where having a good setup is something to be like understood. You know, to call it a science is like kind of arrogant, but it is that basic idea that like, yeah, I guess I'm the status damage guy, right? You know, a lot of my builds, just because I don't, you know, change up my faction damage mods and stuff like that. I just have, I always tend to have builds that just favor universality and just being able to swap between it and have it work in a vacuum and still be buffed alongside existing synergies. You know, like Styanax is giving me a double crit buff. So Bassocyst is over 100%, and you know, we're talking about getting well beyond that just with the Vigilante set bonus and a whole bunch of other stuff. So we're getting a 370% fucking Venom dose buff. So unfortunately no longer proccing fire. Yeah, let's see how many fire procs we get. But we're just doing a zillion damage now. So 83% damage. Yeah, that's what you want to see.
Assassin.
That's what you want to see, chat. Shout out Zeta Demon for following. Appreciate it. I even have the red Ravager jacket, so I look more like, oh, that's sick. What amp do you use?
That hook.
So I use
And look at
the
it.
547.
Spit or speak.
5 is the Cantic.
Things wrong.
4 is the FOD
W
scaffold.
wrong.
This is like a glaive that just like one shots. I use Matter Eye mostly, but I also have Magus Melt in there, and then I have both of the
Listen,
Eternal
It's not you.
Arcanes.
It's wearing your skin. But
Oh,
it's
you
not
silly
you.
little guy.
Kill it.
You silly little fellow. You think you're such a cool little whisper, don't you? You think you're such a cool little boss. Interesting mechanic, don't you think? That's what everybody says. We're all spamming it in the chat. Oh yeah, just draining my
It's not
overguard
dead.
just instantly.
You have
So,
to kill the smell.
chat, is
of
it dangerous?
Understand?
Potentially. Am I worried about it? Potentially, but not really. Where the fuck? Oh, it's over here. God damn, dude. I'm telling you, man. That's the whole point. They throw the book like way the hell out there just to piss you off. And sometimes they put it like right next to you. If you get a weird spawn like that, you get lucky. But I don't know if they put it in an end cap, but that's generally what I found is they'll put it in an end cap. Like a extraction is also an end cap, so it's funny to put it there. But easy clap. Goodbye book.
60 seconds of life
Goodbye
support
book.
remaining.
Okay, nice and easy. 2 unidentified items. Look at that. Way
You
too
woke up
gamer.
a bad thing. But
Oh what?
and you killed it.
No way.
So
Extraction was right here.
I guess
Ask and ye shall receive, apparently. Fuck yeah, dude. I guess we're juicing it. Appreciate 2.2 thousand likes on TikTok as well. Thank you guys. Shout out. Yeah, I'm working on some stuff right now. I'm looking at getting a 2-in-1 laptop that like folds around into a tablet. And then I'm gonna have like a streaming tablet that you can like move around and stuff, and it'll have chat for future streams, because I just realized that I was struggling way too much, like trying to run so much stuff on that one laptop. But if that laptop just runs on its own, then I can basically do anything. And I'm working on a little bit of a simpler capture method as well, just to streamline some stuff. But yeah, it was a little bit crazy. I want to make sure there's not any like input lag. That's the important thing. But
Which I believe
I think we're safe.
Quite engaging.
753. Look at that, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is
The enemy shall not find us.
this is it right here. This is the way to do it. I mean, it is 5-6 minutes each, but
shall not cross.
I guess we'll end it at the perfect time. We'll do all of the Entrati bounties in the perfect period. We'll be done. We'll be out of here. I was thinking we might do some 1999 bounties as well and just run some Codas. And then I do think, I don't know,
Accept your death.
I've been hesitant to run more Omnios, but I do think I need to return to some Omnios.
Kazul's assassin.
Oh my god. Polar Bits. Oh my goodness. Welcome in. Raiding with a party of 8. Shout out. And we won't have the double alert, so the alerts actually work properly. Isn't that incredible, guys? So welcome in. I gotta say it. We're finishing up our classic Warframe dailies, I guess. We're doing the last of the Entrati bounties. Obviously farming zillions of melee arcane adapters. I wish I had videos about everything I talk about, but oh god. One day, I guess, chat. One day I can actually talk about it. Oh, why am I running this far? I was gonna break the book right away, but sorry, I'm just pulling spawns. So what are we actually doing? Well, we're just, I mean, it's Styanax gameplay. What do you have to say? You just pray you have enough energy, and then once you do have enough energy, then you just kind of toss out a couple javelins. You know, it's chill. You're a chill guy, dude. But I gotta say, I mean, in terms of God, whatever we get, so we're gonna finish this one.
Kazul's assassin.
We're gonna finish this. Oh my God, E-Fit trainer. I wonder who. Anyway, sorry, chat, for following. Appreciate it. Welcome in. That's over on Twitch as well. But yeah, like, God, what do I even say? It's just too chill. We're gonna finish this mission, and then I'm gonna be changing up my build and randomizing for the first time. So if you guys have watched Dane's Elden Ring randomizer, then of course
Kazul's assassin.
it's got to be it. Like, dude, am I the randomizer guy in Warframe? Yeah, basically. Have I tried to bill myself as that from the beginning? Yeah, kind of. Because I don't think you'll ever see someone who feels it a good idea to play like this, but the actual thing is like we're only going to be playing the new weapons because well, I'll explain it at some point, but I have to play every time a new weapon comes out. I have to play it for basically like a set amount of time. Okay, here's the Whisper. Okay, you guys get to see some kooky ass shit. Let's see how we do. So I'm spamming Coda Bassocyst, which is just a giant. I mean, it's a shotgun. You could call it a shotgun, but it's got like air quotes around that. Like, it's kind of just like a giant bullet, and you know, it explodes in an interesting way. But I mean, Warframe and exploding by chat. Sorry, I feel like I peek the mic every time I laugh like that. But Hero Chassis Blueprint. Oh shit.
It's not dead.
Oh, you know,
kill the
you're reminding me. I should be selling that. Oh, I gotta run for it.
Understand?
I gotta run for it. So the book is dead. Oh, but the book is spawned right here. Would you look at that,
Yes,
Chet? Look at the book.
The book. That's its
The
real
book's
power.
right there, isn't it, Chet? And we're out of here. Hey, it'll take a long time for me to explain what just happened there, but we did it. We did the bounty. We killed the. What was it? Was it a mocking whisper or a scathing whisper? You guys tell me. You guys are like, what the? What is he? You guys are like, I just got to Earth, or I just got to Mercury, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm doing the Trotty bounties, and I'm worried about the whisper and. The Acolyte always spawns at the worst time, and I hate these Necromax. You know, you guys are like, oh god, when do I get to learn about that? Oh god, but I appreciate everybody. I also missed Alaskan Cat 29 following. I appreciate having the homies in the chat. Yeah, god, I'm feeling goofy tonight. I mean, the stream is working now. I'm working towards getting some very exciting streams set up in the future. So, unfortunately, we had. I looked back. I did a stream of Ember Knights earlier. I did it on Tuesday. I don't know if you guys are all here, but if you could pass the message along. But I was playing Ember Knights earlier today, and they just released their new, shiny new update. It's improved. It's Return of the Architect or something. The Architect, obviously, part of the Wrath of the Architect DLC. The true final boss, and then they released the final boss, the upgraded version of the third final boss. And so not only did we get to show off that update that I had no idea was coming out, it was a full, I was like blown away. I opened my eyes, you know, bright and early, 10 a.m. this morning, you know, sleeping in as always. And yeah, there's this update, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, oh no. And then that's not the important part. The important part is not the update. The important part is not just me and Taylor getting to play it live for everybody, even though it ran like shit, and I was trying to figure out why my computer was sucking, but I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, it wasn't that. It was actually, in fact, that Greg, yeah, the elusive Greg from I think it's called Doom Turtle. I should look it up. I'll look it up in a second. But one of the developers from Doom Turtle was in my YouTube chat talking to me, and I was like, I was like all fucking, I was all full of hubris, and I was a giant dick as always. And I'm like, I'm so fucking good at this game. And then he's like, oh, you're not gonna act so funny now. And then, you know, obviously we fought all three of the final bosses. We fought the three ones that I've already fought. They buffed the third one. They made the Architect harder, which I enjoyed, but they released the upgraded version of the Architect. And when I tell you, like, Super Architect, oh, we missed it by like 5. Oh, I'm so sorry. When the Super Architect is scary as fuck. It's like a giant arena boss fight. He's got like a oh my god. So the when the Ember Knights gameplay comes down, I'm ready for it. And so that was it. It ran like shit, and I realized that I had done a past stream of it where it ran fine. So it seems I mucked something up. So for now, yeah, let me look that up real quick. Let me just make sure I've got the name of the developer right. All right, let me click around to Ember Knights. Let's just take a peek. All right, let's see. Yeah, Doom Turtle. Okay, yeah, I did have it right. Okay, yeah. So I got, yeah, one of the developers of the game was in my chat and was like, I hope you back that shit up with words, dude. And I was like, I'll try my best, and I did pretty good. I got him to half health on the first try, but scary as shit, very intimidating. I had like an insane healing build. I was like crazy maxed out, but that was a crazy setup. So we're done here. I guess I can talk to Bird 3.
What do these do?
Yep, there's Bird 3, chat, right? Don't we love Bird 3? The third bird. I'm gonna buy a melee arcane adapter, and then that's it. We're done with Entrati bounties. I'm gonna abort you real quick, and then I'll add you right back. Oh, sorry, phrasing. I'm too used to leaving missions at the 1 minute mark, and just my mission quit rate is just insanely high. So I'm glad people don't like leave my squad because my mission quit rate is so high. But yeah, welcome chat, welcome. What do you think? You're like, this is like an apartment. Yep, it's kind of your apartment. You've got like a loft. I could show off the operator a little bit. I could show off the fit, but I can like come to my mirror. So yeah, this is my human. Yeah, you have your Warframe, and then I have my taller human, my actual goated human. So there's the fashion. You can see he's got double collar. He's got a collar, and then he's got like an energy collar. So that's that's the Kaminari ephemera. So that's like an energy effect on your body. So. Oh god, I mean to be able to show it off with Styanax with the energy wings and the horns. So the horns are like their own. You have like a crown that you can equip, but the horns you have to add that. And then the ephemera, obviously like the protovirus. So I hope you guys like the fashion. I'm a pink guy. I like pink. No, I can't phrase it. I can't say it like that, Jim. I can't claim that. I'm a goober. Anyway, let's randomize. So all we do is we scroll down here, we ignore these two, and we choose Koumei, the bottom of the list, for me at least. So Koumei is a top tier pick. So if you want to see, like, I don't know exactly how I'll describe it, but Synapse is a very good choice as well. I don't think I equipped Vesper 77 at all, so Vesper 77 does not change. And then I maybe used a little bit of this, but I don't think so. We will change Motovore. Okay, we'll change Motovore. So there you go. As you can see, just leveling up or just ranking up the normal weapon speed. So I'll go back real quick and explain that. So if I go to swap, I'm sorting by usage. So like as I use the Synapse, then it will increase in usage, and then it'll end up above currently the Cernos Prime, which is the upper. Or I guess the cutoff point. Like Dread exists for a reason, but I can come over here then real quick and then explain how that works. That it's very straightforward math. Where's the list? The list starts here. 0.7% usage. 0.7% of my gameplay has been with the phage. And then once they hit this ratio, then once you use one, then it gets used, and so it moves up the list, yada yada yada. I want to show you for pistols. The list starts here. Kunai, 1.5% usage. So that's like one of the highest ratios. So pistols move very slowly, so I generally swap them less, but in this situation, maybe not. So that's the real quick explanation of the swapping mechanic. Just like keeping it fresh for me for all time. I hate to be a writer. I hate to be a fucking goober like that, but for all time. Ability strength, Tau Forge Red, you get these free shards that give you extra stats. And then of course this is a classic. Effectiveness on energy orbs. So yeah, it just makes you instead of your energy orb giving you 25, it gives you 43. And then, you know, obviously you can snag an energy orb with your operator or your human, and you'll get more energy, so then you'll get up to 47 when you do it that way. So pretty simple. Koumei has Omamori as like a defensive ability, which is basically a damage gate. It just triggers instantly. Like well, it doesn't trigger. It triggers. It has a 50% chance to trigger, and then you have a half-second window of invulnerability, and then it goes on 3-second cooldown. And then you have a certain number of charges, but it's a pretty cheap ability considering the number of charges that you get. And this is also a Helminth ability, so this means that you can take this ability and you can take it off of Koumei and you can put it on other Warframes and have this type of like damage. You can have this type of damage gate available at all times. So if you want to use it on other builds for survivability, you can do that. So I am using Roar as well alongside Arcane Avenger. I will mention always Arcane Grace and Adaptation alongside a damage gate, just because it gives me a little bit of health tanking. I don't have a crazy amount of shields, but I will say I have an insane amount of armor, so I was looking at changing some stats, but I do like having stretch in here for more range. So you know, I've got a lot of energy, I've got a lot of survivability from like health regen, and also like as enemies shoot me, if it's a fucking mosquito and it hits me, if it doesn't kill me in a single shot, then eventually it will deal 0 damage to me. So or you know, it'll deal 10% of the damage it normally does. So yeah, that's it. I'll mention the abilities, but the main one that you understand is Omikuji, which is confusing for somebody who doesn't understand what Warframe is. But so there's a mission called Deviri, which is a separate mode where you have access to these things called decrees, which are like these, you know, roguelike-esque buffs. Like it was billed as like the roguelike mode, and they have like the circuit, which is just like an endless roguelike basically, where you get stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking buffs as long as you run around and pick up random pickups. You know, you have like the actual Deviri mode, so we're not going to get too much into it. Just understand that like, yeah, you have to complete a mission. It gives you like a quest, like get headshot kills, get kills in the air, you know, get kills while sliding, shit like that. But yeah, I gotta say it, man. Some of the quests suck. Some of the quests are augmented by the fact that your 4th ability, so some of the quests will be like kill enemies in toxin. So to do that, you have to use Bunraku, which costs 100 energy, but generally I have like a shit ton of energy, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, the other thing to mention is like this thing is also a DPS ability a little bit. It doesn't do crazy amounts of damage, but sometimes obviously it does help your squad as well. You proc a bunch of status. It's like the base status and stuff like that. So there's that. So yeah, what to understand about Omikuji: do a quest, get a buff. It has a cooldown. The cooldown will get higher and higher and higher. So if you skip one of the quests, then that means you still get the cooldown increase, but you don't actually get a buff for it. So like doing the quest, maybe if it slows you down, still reducing the cooldown. If you can get that build started quicker and you can get a better cooldown. But Omikuji's Fortune is an augment, which adds on top of Omikuji, which reduces it reduces the cooldown when you shoot weapons that are like being buffed by her passive, which just every 60 seconds, one of Koumei's weapons will inflict random status effects for 60 seconds. So pretty cool. So you just look at the bottom right, it'll tell you which weapon to use. You use the weapon, you spam the decrees, and that's it. So in terms of like me making all these weapons look super broken, Koumei is like #1, and that's going to be critical with Coda Synapse. This Riven is a freebie, so it can be anything. Gauss Prime Fashion, I should show oh my god. Dude, these Tennogen armor. Dude, you make these Tennogen armor look so good. This is crazy. Yeah, the Agito. I fuck with the Gauss Agito skin. That's fire. Can I join K? Yeah, definitely. My username is above my head if you want to send me a friend request. And yeah, what do you talk about? I mean, it is built-in corrosive damage, and also it has a valence, so I'm adding in toxin as well for primary blight. So it's a beam weapon with the same setup that I've already covered before, but it also has corrosive, so it strips armor, so your blast procs are just doing like a zillion fucking damage. Just clapping shit. It does have a little bit of innate punch through that you could like build into, but yeah, if you wanted to, you could put in prime shred, increase the fire rate, and then give you more punch through, and you're spraying your shit like crazy, bro. Sorry. But yeah, I guess we're chilling. I guess that's the setup. I mean, the damage to headshots, I could give a fuck, man. This thing already does a zillion damage, so you'll just sit back. I mean, in terms of it literally spraying, like generally when I use the word spraying, it's somewhat figurative, but in that situation, definitely literal. But yeah, we'll cover Vesper 77 again. This is a crazy setup. I'm using secondary Merciless, which is an arcane. Obviously, I've mentioned primary blight, like it gives you crit damage and multi-shot, but this one is giving me reload speed. I'm getting more reload speed from Pistol Elementalist, which is also giving me status damage, which is important. Yada yada. You know, your heads are turning right now, but most people can, you know, you'll understand it better. What I say is you'll understand it better if I show it off, but you know, I didn't really play it much in the last gameplay. But on weak point hit, plus 300% gas damage and status chance for 6 seconds. So yeah, you just only proc gas. That's basically it. You get a lot of status, and then that's a lot of gas damage. So I don't think the gas elemental damage actually affects that.
Pazul's assassin.
Shout out Folkloric for following on Twitch. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the viewership on Twitch as well. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, like this is both the Elementalist mod and also gun condition overload. I'm on Twitch now. Yeah, what's good? Yep. So yeah, we gotta burn through some 1999 stuff. We're at 812, so we're moving a little bit slow. So we might just cruise with 2 loadouts. Yeah, it's a sick ass fucking Walter whatever P99. I don't even know. I'm a gun guy, right, guys? You can tell I'm a gun guy. Gotta help you get that Twitch. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm still working my way towards Twitch affiliate. So yeah, there's Vesper 77. Like, just deals a zillion damage, procs these gas clouds that you know, you need to land a decent shot, but this is a weird one. The Coda Motovore receives 6 times physical damage from mods and a different bonus based on the prevalent physical damage type. Impact is attack speed, puncture is range, and slash is 100% status chance. So you know I'm taking slash. You know I'm making it one of the only hammers in the game that procs a bunch of slash damage. So I am using Crushing Ruin, which is just criminal. Shattering Village. I'm using Shattering Village or Tidal Force, and then sometimes I'm using Raging Whirlwind, but mostly just spamming for a zillion damage. You get some okay damage on the last couple hits, but like this, your standing attack gets some huge damage bonuses, so you can spam it like crazy. And yeah, you have a spinny attack. You have a super duper spinny attack. Obviously the secondary attacks do less damage, but it's good for if you want to use melee influence, which the reason that I only have electricity is of course so that I'm just proccing melee influence, but unfortunately it means I'm only proccing influence from the valence, which is 60%, which is fucking goated and perfect, and is the reason that this build rocks so hard. So I do have Elementalist for more status damage, but yeah, it is just I was unable to fit Blast Fluence, but I think it's still pretty powerful to like get a bunch of slash procs. So yeah, you just kind of have to see it to believe it, but not hard to proc melee influence is the thing. So once again, this is why I'm trying to like play more missions, is that we actually like stay showing off the setup more, and I can actually potentially show off more gear, because obviously like you get all these crazy loadouts. So we're loaded in now. We're ready to go. Yeah, I was gonna do this here. I was gonna snag a couple screenshots real quick. It does say Evan G. Perfect. Chill. Perfect. Excellent. So we snag a couple screenshots for Evan so I can get him added to the raffle, right? When he shows up, I can snag him, right? That's simple. That's all it takes. Oh yeah, I obviously should mention that. Fuck. I do have a Discord, and the thing with my Discord is that I have accumulated enough stuff. Sorry, chat. Forza habit. I have accumulated enough stuff that I can. Well, I'm just giving stuff away. So every month I give stuff away. As long as you're in the Discord and talking, I run a little script. I have a little spreadsheet of everybody that's said something for that month, and then yeah, you get entered in the raffle. Obviously, when you join for the first time to the Discord, you'll be entered in automatically to the raffle. And then, yeah, for future months, you just got to show up, say hi. You could just reply to somebody's message and be like, that's sick. Or, like, just reply with an emoji. And as long as it's a message, then I can see it. I don't know. I could maybe figure out reactions, but I was like, okay, I might as well at least make it a message. So, yeah, you just show up, be there, and if you play Warframe, then you could win a Prime Warframe set. You could win 3 Veiled Ribbons and potentially 4. Ooh, what was that? And then yeah, you could win a max rank Acolyte Arcane, which I don't know if you could make use of it. I don't know if I can sell Arcane adapters as well, but there is that. I unfortunately need Omamori active to make my build work. So when you can't cast Omamori, it feels like you feel like a goober, chat. There's no other way to put it. Oh, Tech Rod Explode on Death? That may be important, but I don't think it's too crazy. Ooh, we're in the zone of the supply cache. We should spam the Arcane, chat. We need it. Nice and easy. We'll keep moving. I think I know where all the spawn locations are. Yeah. Generally, they all spawn in similar locations each time. There's also a couple spawn locations over here. I guarantee you there's one like in that area. If there's not one over here. Oh, there's one right here. So there's your answer. What can I say, chat? You end up running a bunch of these. Regardless of whether you actually need the Arcanes or not, you end up getting a bunch of them. Best place for Neo farm. I feel like Neo G8 is the rarest thing in the game. I have a video about that, but if you look at the drop tables for Disruption, I think it's like the Disruption on like Uranus or something. I don't remember exactly which one, but one of them, if you destroy a certain number of conduits, I think it's like the Disruption on Uranus, if you destroy like, if only the 2 of the conduits succeed, then you will proc, or then you will get the reward for like the B tier or something. It's like, I had to make a video about it. I had to pull up the drop tables and just show them to everybody and be like, okay, here's how it works. Here's how you get the different tiers. Here's the proof of how it works. So it was like confusing to understand. And you know, when I wrote it down and had it in a script, I was like, okay, it's not too hard to like articulate, but I think it is like an important thing to just like write down and put through that way. So as you can see, chat, we are spamming a completely different system now. You guys are like, what the fuck was that? Was that like a... Unfortunately, they didn't say a single word, so you didn't get to like get any of the actual lore bomb of like what the hell these guys are gonna show up more. There's a potential that you see a little bit more of those dudes. So for now, I'm gonna keep Roar active. I have not activated an Omikuji this entire game. Kill enemies during wall latch. I have not used Koumei's primary ability, but yeah, on an exterminate it kind of sucks, but hey, I'm surviving pretty well. Okay, I guess we'll get like 1 decree. I actually just forgot to get any decrees, but you know, I guess it just goes to show that all I have is like Roar and Arcane Avenger on a bunch of setups, and that's kind of all I need. So yeah, let's see if I can snag a couple more wall latch kills. There you go. On critical hit, gain melee attack speed. Okay, I guess that means we spam this. We spam it as much as we can, but I'll try a little bit harder for the next Koumei mission. I gotta warm up a little bit. I think we'll burn through this too quick. Come on, dude, get out of here. Is that 1,000,000 on a damage check? What the fuck? Sometimes if I see an M, Chad, that's why I have the abbreviated numbers. Because I'm just looking for the M's at this point. That's kind of all that matters. You know, even a triple digit K, I'm like, I don't care, man. And the M's, like, they don't come all the time, but they're a little bit frequent at this point. Not to brag or anything. I got M's coming in. All right. Nice and easy, dude. But yeah, let's try to do some actual decrees for this next one, all right, chat? Try to actually play Koumei properly. You know, I claim to know how to play. You claim to know how to play Koumei, right, chat? You think you're so good at Warframe. That's the. There are some. That is maybe not a huge sentiment. I think that's just a sentiment if you're like a content creator, that you'll always get those like commenter brain people and they have a certain vibe about them. But like what I've always loved is that if you just play Warframe, you're like, this is the best community ever. And that's what it should be. That's what it should be. Not everybody's a content creator. Not everybody's making tier lists and making build videos and stuff like that. So for the most part, the actual people you interact with in Warframe are always nice. So if you want to be a Warframe content creator, I'll tell you that, but that's a niche, chat. But I guess I'm ready for it. Like that's the thing, is like I played this game for so long just off camera, man. Fully off camera, just for fun. I liked it. I had everything. I had farmed out everything in the game like quite a long time ago. I was max mastery like when it was a pain in the ass to get, and like yeah, now I can just play it for fun and I get to show off all these weapons, and there will come a day where you'll see something other than like a Coda weapon or a Scaldro weapon, but that day is not for a while. So alright, let's see if we can potentially get enough energy to actually cast our shit, but we definitely got to worry about casting our shit. Hit this, nice, easy clap. Okay, casting the Omikuji. Playing it properly. 15 enemies that are 20 meters away. I don't think my beam range is long enough, so does that mean I'm forced to use Vesper? I guess that's the whole point of Koumei, is you're kind of forced to use everything, but I can also use the 4 if I get enough energy. Forced to 4. Let's see, how far is 20 meters, chat? Let's do some math right now. Let's see just how hard that's going to be in this tile set. Oh, I think I have to actually get the kill before I worry about getting the kill in the certain range. So there you go. There's 9. Okay, I think that's far enough away. So looking good on that. Nice. Keep moving. Ooh, clutch moment. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. I do enjoy it. Like the game, before anything else for me, is just insanely fun to play. And that will always be its primary drive. It is one of the most fun, like, arcade shooters I've ever played. You know, it's insanely fast-paced. It's incentivizing build variety in a crazy way. It's built around having whatever build you want. Like, that's the core gameplay mechanic with the mods and stuff. And then, yeah, it's going to give you a bunch of arcadey fucking missions that, you know, whether you want to do endurance or whether you're doing, like, these weekly missions or daily missions or whatever, like, it's always going to present you with something to play, and it'll get progressively harder and you'll get progressively better rewards. And then eventually you may hit that threshold where you are kind of like beyond all that stuff and everything is easy, and that's the epiphany. That's the Warframe transcendence. Killing enemies restores 10% HP or 10% health. So whatever. Fuck off. And you can see that like the first couple of these are pretty easy. Kill enemies with headshots. Oh, I could probably easily do this with this too. Yeah, I think I could probably spam the Synapse pretty easily to get all of them going. So looking good, dude. Keep moving. Okay. Are you sending me the right way, or is this sending me back to the spawn? No, this is the right way. Okay, let's get some headshot kills. Headshot with a beam. That's the name of the game. I guess you do get the bonus to headshots, so pretty good there, but maybe I should be spamming that pistol. Let's see. There's a headshot. There's 6. Okay. Looking good so far. Uh-oh, chat. Is the rest of the spawns... Ooh, we get some spawns up here. Perfect. Okay, let's get some headshots then. That's what you need, man. Some actual pro Warframe gameplay. Pro Warframe gamer right here. Pro Soulframe, pro Warframe. I will also say, I'll always shout it out. This Friday we're playing Soulframe again, so you know it's the closed alpha Souls-like from the Warframe developers, and yeah, I'm doing the weapon tier list. So in the same spirit as like the tier list that I've been doing in Warframe, I'm doing the same thing in Soulframe, and the Soulframe tier list is much more interesting just because like its actual like combat mechanics are different and the playstyle and animations are different, and like talking about each weapon in Soulframe is so much more, I don't know if engaging is the right word, but just the way that the game is built in general just necessitates that your description and showcase of a weapon is much more in depth and, you know, much more like built on gameplay insights and things like that, like actually playing the weapon a lot and understanding how the animations work and how the stagger and the knockback mechanics work in this game. So on critical hit, gain melee attack speed. Well, if we're gonna get that twice in a row. Well, oh, and it's at the end of the mission. Okay, well,
Over and
I guess
out,
that's
fam.
it, chat.
Jobs are good.
I guess that's it. Hey, we can still do this. We can still spam this forever, so I don't think we'll proc. I don't think we'll proc any. I don't think we'll see a melee influence, so I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles, chat. Maybe in the future time, but yeah, I guess you get to see how fast we swing, if that means anything to you guys. Well, I guess that's what I can offer you in terms of melee gameplay. Oh, I was getting a wisp buff as well. Well,
Here will serve you well.
oh god. Anyway, yeah, that's it's just too silly, man. Like the actual dailies that I'm playing in terms of like daily standing and like doing Coda and doing Omnias even is pretty standard. I don't know, man. I feel like so much of this game for me has always been like, what can I show up and do consistently? And it's the consistency that also makes this game so good, that I can just show up on a regular basis and have something to do. It may not, like, some people will always be like, oh, I don't need to do that, I don't care about Kuva, blah 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 blah. Like, I like the idea of showing up regularly to do something. And
Amar.
hey man,
Pazul's assassin.
it means that I also get to kind of spam. So shout out. Would that be Zin for following? I think that should be, but I think we should be good to go. Ooh, now we're good to go. So welcome in. That was on YouTube. Appreciate it. Oh, I can't stop glowing about my alerts actually working properly. Damn. But yeah, still chilling. I want to see something. Oh, damn.
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive.
Damn.
Give them all
Yeah, I
power
think
you
I will
stand.
turn off the whatchamacallit. I'll turn off the caps spamming because it like deletes the whole chat log. I'll see what I can do in terms of just like telling people to not spam caps. I have like the word set up for the bot, like for the you know, the filter bot, so that stuff's like already set up. So honestly, I might just leave all that moderation stuff off, and then if I need to turn it on at a certain point, then I will. But yeah, apologies for the deleting of all the messages. That's the part that sucks, is like if you go back and look at the log, then like there's nothing, and so it's a little unfortunate. But
Abandoned supply cache. Now listen up.
yeah, I should just do it. But yeah, I did. You could test it. You could test it if you want and see if caps spamming protection is on. But yeah, I guess you got totally nuked. So a little unfortunate there. Ooh, you hate to see it. I got it. Oh, is it toxin proc? Oh, I feel it. Top tier. Classic. We've been there, man. Am I right, chat? We've been there.
Supply cache clock.
Okay, let's see it. Enemies affected with electricity. Oh, that's this. Okay. Well, there's your answer. So you'll see it at the base speed now. Ooh, this is a new map, I think. I think they added this in the Tech Rod Encore, so I will say I do enjoy doing like a survival on this map. Appreciate the 90% DR. Thank you. Yeah, Gara the goat. You should. I mean, if you want to do the maxed out Gara build, that's what you do. Is you put 90% DR on your whole squad. You just cast your 2 on like all your teammates, and that's it. So classic. Okay, keep spamming. Yeah, I just need to get a little bit out front, and I just need to get influence active just for a little bit. Crit hits deal an extra hit with 40% cold damage. That is all I need for the gamer moment. So it seems we're going to be spamming a bunch of Motovore. Nice and easy. And yeah, this will conclude our sesh with the weapon. So we did get a good showcase of the Vesper 77. We did get a good showcase of the Motovore. Now that we actually have the buffs going, we're like, our crits are giving us extra status. That's kind of all you need to say. So extra status means extra melee influence power, which is, I mean, what else do you need in this world, in this whole wide world, chat? You just need to run around and spam like a maxed out gamer, and that's it. That's absolutely all you need. So I love the hammer. It just looks so goofy with any amount of attack speed buffs. I might potentially be getting some attack speed buffs. Oh, I realized that we have some 1999 calendar stuff to finish, so I might run some Coda missions and then run some calendar missions alongside that. That's what I've realized, is I can run the Codas and the calendar at the same time and just like try to favor certain setups. So I want to look at what the upcoming calendar bounties are, and then we'll go off of that. But hey, we actually got some buffs going for once. We actually got some power, so appreciate it. I'm saying appreciate it to the fucking game RNG, because nice and easy. But yeah, dude, I mean, what do we got time for? We definitely got time for one more roll. Yeah, I'm thinking we might just do Coda and 1999 calendar. So, oh, am I gonna take you back to my? Am I gonna take you back to my thing? Oh, should I look at the stats? Nice, fucking 207 melee kills. Jesus Christ. Hey, I'm glad I still dealt pretty decent damage, but fucking 207. Was that melee influence on Gara or just spamming Shattered Lash and that's it? Oh, I needed to look into swapping the invert whatever. Here, let's see. Do I get to swap my build, or do I have to invite you? I think I have to invite you later, so I'll have to kick you real quick. But Wrathful Influence? Okay, yeah, no shit. No shit, Gara out DPS or out killed you. Wrathful Influence. Couldn't have said it better myself, am I right, chat? Alright, let's randomize. Damn. That's how you move, dude. I love that. Kullervo, speaking of Wrathful, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Say less. We're using Sporothrix. Okay, not really going to be spamming it a lot. Do we move this? We are using Torxica, and then we're also swapping to oh, it doesn't change. It stays on the Motovore. That's pretty good. At 260 range, 200 power. Oh my god. That's nuts, man. Yeah, it's a very spammable. It was the only one in the game where I was like, okay, if I'm proccing slash, I might as well do a single target. I might as well do one of them as a single target. I'll do the rest of them as influence, but yeah. And 4 non-Tau casting speed shards for who knows when. Oh my god. That's rough. That's a vibe. Is the Fulman Prime good for MR12? Fulman Prime is very good. I think Fulman Prime, in terms of like a bullet that does a lot of damage, and also you can maximize it with blast damage. Anyway, let's cover the build. This is the randomizer. So once again, effectiveness on energy orbs. So this is also Wrathful Advance at the full power. So when Folkloric talks about Wrathful with influence, I already covered influence. You saw that. This is Wrathful Advance. This is additive crit. So that number is just added on top of your crit damage or crit chance. So whatever your crit chance is, just now you have. So if the Motovore has like 90% crit chance, now it has 700% crit chance. If you love math a little bit. So I don't have the craziest amount of power strength, but this is also a Helminth ability. So this is an ability that you can get rid of and suck off of Kullervo. Apologies for phrasing. And you can put it. I'm gonna head out now. All good. All good. Oh, but I need ability kills. I wonder if Collective Curse counts for ability kills. I'll have to test that. We'll have to find out. Maybe I'll have to return to ability kills later, but I did see, I think I need to kill Scaldra with abilities. So, yeah, you're getting a zillion melee crit chance, and that's it. Just fucking stupid amount. It's so dumb. And then, yeah, you do also have Overguard, and you do also have a third ability, which spreads 100% of damage to all enemies affected within a 36-meter range. So it has a cone of 65 degrees. So every enemy that is affected by that 65-degree wave within 36 meters, you just shoot one of them and they'll all take all the damage of that one bullet. So in terms of like Sporothrix, I might be able to spam that shit like crazy. Friend finally got back. Yeah, appreciate it. And then I'll always roar. You have the initial ability, which is Storm of Ukko. I could give a fuck about that. I could give a fucko about Ukko. Sorry for that, but it creates like a ring and it drops daggers in the ring. I'm like, yeah, sorry, dude. So fully just replacing that with roar. Roar is a very fun buff because it functions as a universal faction damage modifier, and also increases your damage. But yeah, it's a pretty powerful. It's a powerful setup for somebody who doesn't use faction damage anywhere else. But this is also ready steel, which is giving you initial combo, which is pretty important for the Motovore, but not as important as I want it to be. It's not the best combo, but yeah, you can still see 90% efficiency from blind rage, so streamline as well. So just a shit ton of power strength. That's it. We'll talk about the Motovore again because that's what I'm going to be spamming primarily. The unique trait 6 times physical damage buff from elemental or from physical damage mods. So I am using slash for the 100% status chance, and that's the only thing I'm using because now it is a hammer that has a 48% chance to proc slash. So pretty silly. I just have electricity for melee influence, so it's only electricity on influence, so it's not like the craziest buff in the world. What warframe should I use for Fullman Prime? I think any frame with a buff is like all you need, just because like the Fullman has infinite body punch through and it deals a zillion damage, so you just need to line up. You just basically need to kite enemies a little bit, and you can wipe like every enemy on the map in like very quick time. So for like survivals and shit like that, but then also for like single targets, you can nuke pretty easily. So it's pretty valuable. And yeah, I can show you a setup for it, but my setup is Giga Max. Let's show off Sporothrix. Sporothrix, obviously, with a heat valence. So the Motovore had a electricity valence. And yeah, this is a shit ton of damage. This is Serration and Semi-Rifle Cannonade. I don't think I'm benefiting from the punch through, but I am using Elementalist. And then I'm just proccing heat and slash. And so this is giving me 120, and then I've got 54 plus 60, so it's basically 120. So if I look over here at the stats, on a bullet that does 10,000 damage, but doesn't have any crit, but can have the crit buffed, but I don't think I have any crit buffs for primary weapons. So this is just the stats that it has, but yeah, 41% slash and 65% heat. So you'll land some really powerful slash procs, or excuse me, just really powerful damage procs in general, but you also have the innate viral of the AoE, so very powerful, very strong. Just I should mention, I almost forgot, volatile variant buffing you immensely. And the interesting thing about volatile variant is that if you use something like Zada's Whisper, or I think also Toxic Lash, what Zada's Whisper does is it creates a separate damage instance of void damage. But that means that it actually deals damage again, which means that what that actually does is it triggers volatile variant again. So you can cascade volatile variant off of itself, like down a hallway. It's the stupidest shit you've ever seen. You could use like Prime Fulmination or whatever. It's so dumb. So, and then of course Coda Dual Torxica. This is a shitty cold buff. I don't really care about the numbers. I'm actually kind of happy having them a little low, but the stats are still pretty skewed. It's 9.9% slash and 5.3% puncture, so you can still see like pretty low stats, but yeah, this is a blast build with secondary encumber. So secondary encumber, on status effect, plus 24% chance to trigger a second random status effect. So if I have a status chance of 50%, and I will end up with a multi-shot after Galvanized Diffusion of 3.9. That means I am not good enough. You know, if I have a 1 in 4 chance of getting an extra status effect and I'm shooting 4 bullets, then I need it to be 100% status for it to be like a guaranteed secondary encumber every time, like theoretically, if you're doing like shoddy math like that. So, yeah, you start to understand it, but that's not an important number to worry about too much. You'll still get extra status effects. And then what the extra status effects do is that they're going to add on to gun condition overload, which is only for direct damage, but obviously this only deals direct damage. And then the secondary encumber is also going to trigger off of the spores. So when you kill an enemy, you're going to send 3 spores off to other enemies. And then those spores are going to proc cold status effect, which is then, chat, what's it going to do? That's going to proc secondary encumber. So you're going to see these cold procs spread across the battlefield, right? Like the wind. And then you're going to see a heat proc and a magnetic and a electricity here and there. And as you kill and as you spread, it'll spread more. And it's a religion. It's almost a religion, chat. It's a deadly religion, but sorry to be cringe as fuck constantly. I don't know how I do it, really. I have to catch myself every once in a while because I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm such a writer, aren't I, guys? Yeah, let's see if we can do Scaldra with abilities. We're doing that. I want to see if Collective Curse actually counts that. So I don't think it does, but I guess we'll find out. I think I have to go in here and also fix this. This Parazon is maybe worth explaining, but it's worth explaining in a very concise video that's heavily scripted and designed to include as much both like, you know, like talking based information and visual information as possible. As a classic 2000s era student, classic PowerPoint maker, I was an excellent PowerPoint giver as well. I made some mean PowerPoints and I gave some mean PowerPoints. Those were the glory days, right, chat? High school was the best time of my life.
Combat must be practiced. Truly
Oh,
master
dude, I'm
the
crying.
canvas of war.
And this is where it's at, the solo gameplay. To be in for some solo gameplay, I'm telling
Kazul's
you.
assassin.
Wait, I gotta read Joker G Nukem. Am I reading that right? 990 Nukem. I don't know if the 990 means something, but appreciate the follow. Oh, I didn't think I mentioned Truculence as well, but if you see that wave on the ground, that is viral. That's 10 stacks of viral procs. Or so, yeah, 10 stacks of viral. That's it. So let's test it. That's a decent amount of enemies. I'm just gonna send Collective Curse out. That did count. That did count, I think. I think that worked. So we should be able to just do that a couple times and we'll be chill. So that was pretty clutch. We've still got the overguard. I'm not worried about that. I need to pop these little nodes. This is just a modified survival mission. But I guess I should do this into this. Oh, I don't have growing power. I have to remember that. But yeah, I need a little bit more energy. But I guess I could, I don't know. I'm still needing to build up some energy reserves before I can do anything really. So, yeah, I'm still spamming overguard and shit. I'm still trying to keep that active. So, looking good there. But I don't know, man. It's just, it feels a little goofy. Like, I need to shoot more with the Sporothrix. You need to see more of this gameplay happen. The one thing I've always wondered is like, am I getting... Sometimes it feels like I'm getting the condition overload buff from the bullet that procs the status, if that makes sense. Like, it's like a question. It's a classic Amar philosophical debate. Oh shit, we get the insane spawn. But the Amar philosophical debate is, of course, does the bullet that shoot, does that status give you a buff to gun condition overload or condition overload? That is the question that's on everybody's mind. Because I think that's what we're all wondering. You know, it's a chicken in the egg. It's a classic chicken in the egg situation. I need a little bit more energy for my 2. I'm feeling the FPS chunk a little bit, but still safe. Ooh, that was some big damage. That's the guy. All right, we're chill. He's out of here. We're good, nice and easy. And now we just, you know, burn a couple potency mods and that puts us at max, so we're done with the Coda. So, chat, we have some gameplay to play. So, oh, this guy's cooked. Oh, this guy is now a Babao. This guy is now a Babao, so I'm feeling it now, chat. I think it's about time for this. And it's about time that I do that, and yeah, let's just spam this. We'll figure something out later, but for now we just need to nuke this Babao. Just send him to hell. Goodbye. Goodbye. That's all you need. Oh, they're just dead instantly. Oh my god. Shout out Max for dropping a GG. Thank you. Appreciate it.
To get a hell scrubber working.
Alright, I think I'm definitely better Max doing this, and I'm getting some actual damage going. So maybe I just stay in this mission until I finish it out. I want to make sure and keep that active. So spamming a little bit of Kullervo Max. You know the gameplay as always. I'm thinking I just hit this. Does it count? I need better enemy density. I need to actually just stand here, chat. I'm doing it. I'm just standing here. Sorry, apologies. Knocked my knocked my mouse all crazy, but let's just hang out for a second. And then we're just gonna collective curse. And that should count. Yeah, that'll give us 10, so do that, what, 4 more times and we'll be chilling.
Count is approaching terminally unfun
Yeah, this is not the greatest frame for killing enemies with abilities, but not terrible either. There's 40, so that's nice. Collective curse doing its thing. Nice, clutch, loving it. Easy clap. I mean, it's a little bit energy hungry, but there's 50 as well. Love that. This gaming. Keep it real. Get that Babao. Yep, dude. I mean, when I'm getting Wrathful Advance actually on Kullervo, it's just goofy as fuck. You see what I mean? This is a hammer. I don't care what status it's proccing. It's doing enough damage that it doesn't matter what status it's proccing. Okay, dump like crazy, and then they all die. And then dump again. And we're at 60 out of 75. There you go, chat. That's it. We'll snag these little beacons real quick, and then we'll be chilling. Nice, looking good. We'll hit this. Keep moving. Popped. Okay, perfect. All right, hit this. A little bit of this. Do I have enough energy for this? Yeah, I should. Okay, that was an ability damage kill, so we're probably close. I don't know. I'm feeling it. Good vibes so far. Where do I go to get Overguard mods? GG Your Cooking, yeah. Oh, Overguard mod? You don't get Overguard. Overguard is a Warframe only. Overguard is unique to each Warframe. You don't get to just put over. You don't get to just have Overguard. You can use secondary Fortifier, which is like an arcane, where when you deal damage to Overguard, it gives you Overguard. But I'm like, dude, I'm not using that shit. I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I'm gonna level with you guys. Oh, that's a nuke right there. So, yeah, Overguard is absolutely unique. So apologies for Joker. I missed that earlier. Oh, okay, still learning. Yeah. No, Overguard, dude. There's a reason. You'll learn. Overguard is insanely powerful. Like the power you're looking for is shield regen. That's what I tell most people is like early on, if you just get both of the shield regen mods, if you get fast deflection and vigilante vigor, or even just fast deflection and you know, some kind of little bit of like you won't have a lot of healing early on. So yeah, in terms of like end game type shit, like that's what you're talking about, man. So we are done. Sorry, my nose itching me like crazy, but I guess I have a Coda to kill, so we'll see how good I survive with Kullervo. We won't really have a lot of energy coming in, so I don't know how good I'm going to be about keeping my fucking Overguard active, but yeah. The thing you'll learn is like when you get Overguard, that's clutch, and that's very rare. That does not happen often. Sorry, I just need to pause for a second to itch my nose.
Game over. Get to extract.
But yeah, dude, when I grind all the different stuff, that's what I found is like in the end you will notice certain break points, and like it was good for me to show up for Bajan, and I talked it through with him, and I helped him put together a Nautaruk build, so he's getting some fire procs. He's getting some insane crits now, so he's actually dealing some damage to hopefully burn through Apollo. So that's what I mean. Like, you don't need the craziest build. But yeah, it was pretty goated. I was gonna walk him through the Dark Propagation plus Shadow Haze build. I was gonna have him do that as well. So, you know, I do think just like Shadow Haze as it is, just gives you an insane buff. You just spam your 1 and that's it, and it's like maximizing your gun to a crazy number. So pretty powerful there. But yeah, I guess we'll close it out with a Coda fight if you guys are interested in that type of shit. It's the new gameplay. It's definitely fun. We're not going to change it up, but I'm going to chill out and scratch my nose a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if it's the mustache. What are some good combined shards to have? I missed that. I only really use 2 combined shards. I use purples and I use greens, and sometimes, well, I use, you know, I'll use the more ability damage on radiation status effects sometimes, but not to a crazy amount. Yeah, there's definitely times that I use it, but it's primarily I'll use the purple shards for the crit damage, and then I'll only use it when I have over 500 energy. Because that's when you can get some crazy crit numbers. And then if you're rocking Wrathful, then you're just like straight up nuking everything. So I think I have that set up on 2 different frames. I have that on Valkyr Prime and Atlas Prime. Purely because I do actually have a shit ton of energy on them just to like spam forever. Although like with Valkyr, I mean the main thing is that the longer you keep your 4th ability active, the more energy it drains. So it's a pretty easy thing to understand, but I do have to like keep that in mind that like you have the huge energy reserve so that you can keep it active for as long as you want to. But the actual like Valkyr build is mostly centered around just spamming Wrathful Advance with an existing melee weapon. Like the claws themselves are really just insanely high damage and insanely fast. And that's the thing, is they'll just nuke anything instantly. And then so you can modify that and just, yeah, make them deal straight up a zillion fucking damage, and it's just cringe as hell. It's classic gameplay. Yeah, I gotta say, like, Atlas is more of the, it's more of the Korra-esque. It's the vibe that you've seen before, where just spamming your pseudo-exalted, just kind of nuking like crazy, so super powerful. I was looking at, I have max energy as well. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm trying not to worry about anything else. I'm not really worried about the damage these guys are dealing, but yeah, we have max energy. This is nuts. Maybe I'll fucking cast Roar and then go into it. This is crazy. Never did I think I was going to be so beefy. Oh, I should cast this probably. We'll get some Overguard going just to have it. So we'll start with a little bit of Overguard just to be safe, and then yeah, we get a shit ton of energy orbs apparently. Fuck yeah. Lucky. It's a great way to end the stream. It's always a great way. New content, right? You get to see the new boss fight. It's actually kind of a hard boss fight. I die quite a bit. But I am a gamer, and I have a human that also does a zillion damage, so very simple to understand. Here's what I'll do. I'll cast 4. I don't know if I can run in quick enough, but I guess we'll find out. Maybe if we're lucky. Where do I go to use my Steel Essence? So you go to any of the relays, and you go to the fast travel, and you fast travel to Teshin. The way to find him, I think, is also you can use the elevators, and it's like next to Darvo or something.
To pull it off. Look, what do you want? An interview? I'll give you 2 minutes, right now. Any questions you have that aren't about our personal lives, I'll answer.
Alright, Mr. Boy Band.
I am wary of people.
Yeah, so you can buy primary arcane adapters, you can buy secondary arcane adapters. You can buy Kuva and relics as well. You can buy a shotgun recoil mod if you want, which is very cool. Oh, it reset my abilities. Okay. There's your answer, chat. There's your answer. Well, I found your problem there, chat. You've got a major clog. I guess this is just Amar from Minnesota. Oh, hey there, neighbor. Good to meet ya, finally. No, this is just Amar in 20 years. 45-year-old Amar, just a fully Ned Flanders. But sexy Ned Flanders. The recoil mod for shotgun is pretty useful. Yup. Does it shrink the spread as well? That's what I've been wondering. Is I don't know if the recoil and the spread are two separate things, because like I guess like you have certain mods that are like accuracy, which I guess would be both. But there's like different examples on different setups. Also, I think I probably should be spamming this. Okay, let's do a little bit of this action. I can honestly just nuke him pretty easily. Straight up nuke him. Oh, where are you, my guy? Look at him. He's like, he does the straight up like prayer circle around me. It's a top tier gameplay. Ooh, he's like, oh fuck, I'm transcending, bro. Fuck. There you go, nice and chill. That's what I'm talking about, man. Oh fuck. I deserve it. I deserve it, chat. Let's be honest. Let's be real. It was bound to happen once, but let's revive ourselves. And we're back. And we're back, chat. That's right. Didn't see anything, I swear. Nothing happened. Oh, I love the little lasers as well. Nice incoming debuff. Oh shit. Okay, let's do this. We'll do this so we can snag this into that, and then we've got all the buffs. We've got all the buffs, chat. Oh my goodness. Should be too easy from here. Oh, come on, man. Where's the last dude? 3PO. Where could he be? Oh god, yeah, with 3 minutes left in the stream. Losing my mind. So I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Oh, he's tapped. He's tapped for a zillion. I hate to say it. That's it. Stark finish. Powerful finish. Alright, there you go. And that's it. What else do you say? Classic finish. The Coda is down. The Technosite infested boy band has been defeated. Those guys were a bunch of jokers. Those guys were a bunch of cringe lords, am I right, chat? They couldn't handle it. They could not handle the beef. So there you go. A perfect conclusion to a stream. Ran pretty well as well, so appreciate everybody for stopping by. As always, I'll mention it again. I do have a Discord. Link to the Discord is, you know, it's in all the relevant locations. The bio on TikTok, the about section on Twitch, the, you know, my descriptions on YouTube. I put that in my shorts now. I put the links everywhere, so you can join the Discord. If you join the Discord, you'll be entered in to win our monthly raffle automatically. And you could win a Prime Warframe set. You could win a Acolyte Arcane, and you could win 3 or 4 Veiled Ribbons. So there's that. Obviously, for the first month that you join, you're entered in automatically as a welcome. And then for future months, you just got to show up and say hi. And as long as you send a message in that month, you'll be snagged. And the final thing to mention is that I also have a community showcase that happens alongside that. So if you play Warframe and you love it, I have a builds section, I have a submission section, and I have a fashion section. So whether you put it in the relevant section, I'll snag it regardless. And then if you're okay with it, then we'll get you entered in. So yeah, I gotta say, appreciate everybody that's been joining and that's been getting involved. We've had some new people join that I've been helping out. So yeah, the links are all in relevant locations. And if you ever have thought about playing Warframe, I mean, I walked one person through the starter quests, and I'm happy to do it again. And the more people you have in the Discord, the more people will be available to help people who join. So, you know, I really hope you guys enjoyed. And thank you to everybody who joined, who's new. I gotta say it. It's so cool to see everybody here, and I'm so thankful to have everybody. So, yeah, I'm glad to have the viewership. And I will say, for the people on YouTube, if you did enjoy, I do appreciate if you drop a like. It does help out the video in the future, but that's basically all I got. Thank you to Twitch. Thank you to everybody that's been watching on Twitch. I'm very glad to have everybody enjoying. So I guess that's all I got for you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Shout out Joker. Yeah, Twitch affiliate, hopefully coming soon. We'll see. But thank you guys so much. That's all I got for you. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Pacific. So take care. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.